So, tell me about our day today, Hamid. Where did we visit?
Today we started our traveling towards Gakuj, and from Gakuj we made it to Gamsing, and then there we had a wonderful time with the Gujur children and as well as with the Gujur community. And I hope you even have enjoyed a lot.
Was the village pleased to see us?
I think everybody was so excited to see you because I think we have told them that you're coming, and then every single person in the village was so excited. And after seeing you, after you met them, they were telling me that we had a wonderful time with you meeting and knowing about, your love and care for them.
And what did we have for lunch?
We had trout fish caught by our coordinator, Qayyum, from the river, from the It was just wonderful.
Yeah. And what else did we have that I was surprised about?
Even it was very surprising for me as well, the way that they welcome you and the party that they throw and everybody was there, and they were really excited to see you and even see me after a couple of years.
And for lunch though, there was something else that was in a rock. What was that?
We had a wonderful lunch in the lunch. Oh yeah, I think you have your first time has experienced the rock salt. Most of the time, the people in District Gizar, they are using the rock salt. They don't get on the iodized salt.
And well, what else can we say? Well, tell me about your upbringing. Let's talk some more about you in this quiet spot by this quiet river. What did you do as a young man? What was your? Tell me about your life.
That's a very good question. This is Hamid, and I have been yes. If I start with my early childhood, I have been born in a small village called Govach. My family has been shepherding for almost more than a century, and then this has been one of our professionals as well. When I was a child and when I grown up, my family has encouraged me to be a shepherd, and we were having more than 70 goats and cows. So I was the one who was taking care of 70 goats and cows. But it was 1994, first time in the history my family sent me to a school in another village called Chalat. So there I went to the school, and first time an English medium school was established. So luckily my father, in the beginning my father denied to send me to this school, but later on I was so possessive and I have told him that I'm not going to be a cowboy because the whole family has been in this profession. So then my father was compelled, and then he said, okay, getting education is so hard, but it's a challenge for you. I will encourage you to go to a school, but you have to prove it to be a very good student. So it was a challenge for me. Anyways, I started my elementary school, then I did so well with my school. So it was 2001, I qualified my 7th class. Then I knew that there is a very good school back in Gilgit. It's called Akhan Higher Secondary School. It's one of the best schools in the whole region. So I appeared for an entry test. I was the only one person among 100,000 people from the whole region. So I went to Gilgit and I appeared for the test. Luckily, I qualified and I stood number 17. So Anyways, I did the interview and I qualified the test, and the school has accepted me as a student of class pre-9, class 8. So it was 2001. I started going to the school, but in the meanwhile, my whole family was suffering with finances, and my father has told to me that it's a very expensive school. I cannot really bear your expenses, so it's better you should just leave the school. And then I thought that if I give up the school, then in my whole life I will not really get a chance to read and write and to go a good school like Akana Secondary School. So an idea came into my mind, and I decided that why I shouldn't go to the principal and I begged him to give me a remission or a scholarship, or at least give me a discount in my fee. So I went to the principal, and the principal has said that, okay, I will give you a small break in your finances, in your fee, but what you will be doing with your accommodation? And again, I was really upset, but he gave me a break of 300 rupees in my fee. The total fee was 900, so still I was going to pay 600 rupees. It was so hard to manage, but anyways, my father has borrowed some money from the other family members. So this year we married up to 2002. So in 2002, I got a chance to see Mark Lees from UK, who was working for Rob. He was the representative for Rob in Gilgit, and he was living in Gilgit for last few years. So I met him, and then I just shared my story, my problems with him, and he said that okay, if you're in a problem, then just walk with me as a guide, as a translator, because he was doing lots of surveys. He was visiting different villages, different places, meeting people, and then he said, okay, if you stay with me, if we walk with me, then I will give you 2,000 rupees. So I was so happy and I was so excited. So anyways, from 2002, he started giving me 2,000 rupees. So this money was really enough to pay my fee, and as well as pay for my living and for my food. So then in the meanwhile, it was 2003, he took me to Pastor Sijat. He introduced Pastor Sijat to me. So in the meanwhile, he knew Pastor Sijat. We both went to Pastor Sijat, and then we had a wonderful quiet time together. And after all, Mark Lees introduced me to Pastor Sijat. And at the moment when I met Pastor Sijat was running a coaching center consists of 10 students. So Pastor Sijat has offered me to work for the coaching center. He said that, okay, we would love to sponsor your studies if you work for my coaching center. And from there I start teaching at the coaching center of Pastor Sijat. So in the meanwhile, it was so hard for me to travel, but Mark Lees and Pastor Sijat bought a bicycle for me, so that I should able to get to the coaching center and get back to my place. So I was using the bicycle, and I started working with Pastor Sijat and Mark Lees since 2009. And after 2009, the idea came that why we shouldn't establish a school, and this was Pastor Sijat's idea. So we moved from Pastor Sijat's house to a new building where Shining Light is existing. So there we started Shining Light Academy, by the way. And then we started the coaching center, and then I was a full coaching center teacher. And I was teaching maths and science subjects to the older students up to class 8.